Welcome back to a new season of the Armchair Pundits podcast, the Liverpool edition. So, football is back, Liverpool are back, and we've opened the season with a 4-2 victory. But before I go any further, for those of you who watched today, you would have noticed there was an incident that happened at the stadium with Semenyo reporting racism, which is completely unacceptable for that to be happening in the stadium, and I completely condemn it. Liverpool fans or any fans being racist towards players, towards anyone, is just disgusting. And it seemed that the person who was involved was taken out of the stadium, and hopefully he never gets into the stadium again. So that should be what happens for all people that do that kind of thing. So it does leave a bit of a sour taste on what was supposed to be a really, really good, a celebration of Diogo Jota's life. Before the game, you saw how Diogo Jota was celebrated, and that's what should have been the main thing that we took from today's game: the Liverpool win and Diogo Jota's life and his brother Andre's life being celebrated. But yeah, unfortunately, we have a little downer on it. But moving on. Liverpool have won 4-2, as I've said already. Diogo Jota was celebrated on 3 of the 4 goals, or 4 as well. Pretty sure Chiesa did something as well. But yeah, his memory lived on, and the performance itself was a bit Jekyll and Hyde, if I'm being completely honest. Good start, good dominant start with the ball, but at the same time, we could have been 2-0 down before we even scored. I mean, Semenyo had a chance that he should have scored, and on top of that, I think it was maybe Matt Smith, excuse me, or David Brooks, one of those guys. No, in fact, sorry, it was Tavernier, who should have just side-footed it, and it went straight to Addison. So before Ekitike got his goal, we probably could have been 2-0 down, and we wouldn't have deserved to be. It was just 2 chances from them, and out of nothing. Transition. That seems to be something that we're probably going to be talking about for the first few weeks of the season, and hopefully only the first few weeks, because it's something that we need to fix. It crept in toward the end of last season with the new style of play we're playing, trying to go the press a bit more, and our rest defence isn't quite right at the moment. We seem to not get the balance right and the numbers right, and that seems to be affecting us. So we got lucky there, but we did not get lucky later on, because Ekitike scores a wonderful goal. Absolutely wonderful goal. Good link-up play, which he was good at all game today. Drops deep, pays the ball to McAllister, plays a nice 1-2. Controls the ball, gets a bit lucky, because Senesi really puts in a poor challenge, but then he's through on goal, and he's so calm. Sometimes you see players trying to hit it as hard as they can to go top bins. He was like, nope, I know where I'm going to pass it. I'm going to pass it on the corner. I'm never going to shoot. I'm going to pass it to the corner. Really good finish. And if I'm being completely honest, a really good performance from him again. Good performance from him in the Community Shield. And another good performance from him today. So starts his debut with a goal. Long may that continue. An incident that we should be talking about was an handball for Senesi. Don't know what the referee was looking at. Even when he missed it, VAR. I mean, seriously, yes, it bounces up. It just about misses his elbow, but then he swipes at the ball. And he touches it. Only slightly touches it, but he touches it, and that touch was enough to take it away from Ekitike. So how VAR looks at that and says, that's not... Okay, it's not a clear goal scoring opportunity, but I just don't know how that can be looked at and play on. Like, it was unbelievable for me. So a really poor start from VAR there. But yeah, first half, as I always do, I look at the stats. 61% possession to their 39. Expected goals, 1.25 to their 0.76. Total shots from us, 7, their 6. We had 4 shots on target. They had 1 shot on target. And we had 3 big chances. We missed 2 of them. They had 2 big chances, like I said earlier, and they missed 2 of them as well. So we need to be more clinical. Yes, it's the first game. and hopefully that will come. But if we were a bit more clinical in the first half, we could be going into that 3-2 up instead of 1-0 up. But luckily, they weren't as clinical either. So, all in all, good first half. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, cool. Slot will get in there, talk to them, and then we'll come out second half and we'll put our foot down and put our foot in their necks. And when we score, another fantastic goal, an assist from Ekitike, another great strike from Gakpo, I'm never going to lie. I was clapping my hands. I was excited. I was like, yes, cool. We've got the 2-0 and we're controlling this game. Let's just now, again, let's step on their neck. Let's push this forward. But then, for some reason, well, we know now, but watching the game, I was irate. Because I was sitting there thinking, why are you taking a Frimpong? We don't have Bradley on the bench. He's got a hamstring injury. Kind of got Kirkes. Kirkes was getting a bit erratic. I kind of got that. But I still would have liked him to stay on a bit longer. Because it wasn't even 60 minutes when he took them off. So he takes them off. And it's Endo to go right back. And I was like, really? Endo right back? So Endo goes right back. We're out of position. They score. And what side did they come down? They come down Endo's side. And to be honest with you, the first goal, I'm not going to blame Robbo completely. His age is his age. But Kirkes catches up to Semenyo and doesn't let him shoot. So Slot messed up for me right there. Making those subs that early. Yes, we've heard, like I said, potential. Frimpong, he was feeling his thigh or his hamstring, foot a bit tight. So get him off quickly because you know you don't have a proper right back in backup, and Gomez is only just back 2 training sessions, so you don't want to risk him. But I would have brought on Gomez, if I'm being completely honest, instead of bringing on Endo at right back. It seems really strange because he brings on Endo 60 minutes, but he only brings on Gomez 12 minutes later. Scientists might say those 12 minutes make a difference, and they're probably right. But Endo wasn't horrible, but it just was out of position at that point. And then you're getting a bit worried. You're thinking, are they gonna press us? Are they gonna feel more confident? And they did. And then we're attacking, mind you. We're attacking, and we've got loads of players forward. And Salah, where he would normally shoot, decides to pass. And so Boslai makes a mess of it. Actually, going back to the first goal, so Boslai, what were you doing? Why were you trying a little trick? We're 2-0 up. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple. We're not 4-0 up. We can try this stuff. But we're not 1-0 down where you're trying to force something. He does a silly little trick. We lose the ball. They score 2-1. Now on to the second goal. He slips over, doesn't quite reach the ball. Not his fault. It was a poor pass. But then the way they counterattacked us, it was ridiculous. It was almost like Liverpool provoked. And Semenyo goes from box to box and scores. Konate was horrible today. Absolutely horrible. First half, he was okay. Second half, horrible performance. Absolutely horrible performance. In that second goal, I don't know where he was going. Does not try to engage Semenyo at all. Just lets him run towards the goal, closer to the goal, where he can pick his spot. Engage him. Van Dijk is trying to cover the other side, so it's your turn. It's your job to engage him, Konate. Really poor defending there, and he had a really poor night. I won't lie. At that point, I'm fuming. I'm in my WhatsApp group, and I'm telling people, and I'm being told to shut up. That I can see. In fact, before it even got to 2-2, I said in my WhatsApp group, I can see a 2-2 coming. And they're like, no, I can see a 2-2 coming. Then, when we concede and it becomes 2-2, I'm sitting there thinking, the only team that looks like scoring a third goal is them. And was I being emotional? Probably yes, because we were 2-0 up and I thought we were going to win it. So I was probably being a bit emotional and being very worried because things weren't going according to plan. But lo and behold, Chiesa comes on. Again, WhatsApp groups. People are saying, why is Chiesa coming on? Why is Elliot not coming on? You need to go bring on Chiesa. Me, I am trying to be positive. In my WhatsApp group, I said, okay, Chiesa, get me a goal, please. Get me a goal. And some people were laughing, but I had the last laugh because Chiesa gets us the third goal, a fantastic strike. Didn't get the credit he deserved live because Jamie Carragher thought he sliced it, but the finish was sublime. I said it last year. For those of you who watched me last year, I don't understand why Chiesa wasn't getting minutes. Chiesa has talent. For some reason, Slot just was not feeling him. And today, he got his chance and he took it. Really happy that he took it. Really happy with his performance. So it's only short, but really happy that he got his goal. And then you have the dying minutes into injury time, and you're thinking, okay, can we hold out? Can you hold out? And a long ball gets launched by, I think it was Endo, and Salah chases it. Credit to Salah, he's on the right wing. He sprints across to the left wing to get the ball, and he's sitting there, he's playing, he's thinking, I haven't scored today. I've got 9 goals in open day fixtures so far. I want 10. I have a record. I want to keep this record. And lo and behold, right foot finish, Salah buries it, another pass into the bottom corner, and Liverpool turned it around 2-2 to looking, in my eyes, like they could lose 3-2 to win the game 4-2. So, really happy with the result. There's a few things we need to work on, and Wirtz was okay, but I'm not expecting wonders from him straight away. He's got to adapt to the league. Ekitike, really good performance. Frimpong did decent performance as well. But as I always do, I will do my match ratings. This time, I'm not going to delve too much into it. I'll just give simple numbers and a reason why I think they did. And probably as the season goes on, I might tweak it and give stats and stuff like I've done previously. But starting with the goalkeeper, Alisson, if I'm honest, there's nothing he can do about the goals. Nothing to do at all about the goals, and his general performance in the game was decent enough. I've given him a 6.5. He's obviously conceded 2 goals, so he can't get a 7. But that's him. Frimpong, I thought it was okay, if I'm being completely honest. I've given him a 7. It's a shame he had to go off early, but he was threatening, good overlaps, so he gets a 7. Konate gets a 4. Really, really, or even a 3. He gets a 3. Really, really bad performance from Konate. Looked like his head was Madrid and not in Anfield. So, did not like that performance whatsoever from him today. I move on to Van Dijk. Thought Van Dijk was okay. He gets a 7. Wasn't outstanding, but he was just steady. Didn't do anything poor. Didn't make any errors that I can think of. Moving on to left back, Kirkers on his debut. A bit rash. Seems like Semenyo knew that he could get the better of him. They played on it. Some good challenges here and there, but a bit rash. Gets off a silly yellow card. Diving in. Doesn't need to dive in. So yeah, he gets a 6.5 for me. I move on to the midfield now. Got Szoboszlai. First half, Szoboszlai was okay. As he tired, he made mistakes. And one of those mistakes cost us a goal. Szoboszlai, I didn't think it was great today. I look at Szoboszlai and I think to myself, in the 6, he vacates it too much. He's good. He runs more than anyone else, and today he ran more than anyone else, and he won more tackles than anyone else. But because he hunts the ball, he leaves gaps. So he's better doing the job he does. Ironically, inverts position. He's open. Suppose that's open position. But very rare he's going to get that. I've given him a 6. Could do better. Could do a lot better. McAllister, I love McAllister. Really, really good player. For me, probably should have been in the team of the season last season. Don't think he was, but should have been. Gets an assist, really good pass for Ekitike. He gets a 7.5. Really happy with his performance. Tired a bit, but that's expected. Didn't have much of a preseason. Move on to Florian Wirtz. First half, loads of good touches, good passes, a lot of forward passes that we need. Second half wasn't as involved, lost out physically at times. Something he's going to get used to. It's a different league. The physicality is different. You don't realise it, but they don't realise it, I'm guessing, until they actually start playing. So I've given him a 6.5. Could give him a 7, but I want to see more, so give him 6.5. Move on to Gakpo. He gets a goal today. Really good finish. I've given him a 7.5. Happy, can't really complain. Worked hard. Probably needs to cover Kirkers a bit more. Needs to get the relationship going, but that will come. It's still only the first game of the season, so he gets a 7.5. Salah didn't do a lot. He gets a 7. Gets his goal. Gets his record. Well, extend his record for having 10 opening day goals. Long may that continue. And happy with the performance to a degree. Wanting to do a bit more, wanting to get his passing boots on a bit more. But 7.5, I take that. Ekitike, who was my man of the match, he gets an 8.5. Everything about his performance was excellent. His hold-up play, his little passes, his running through the channels, his finish, his assist. Listen, if we get him and Isak, then we will have a phenomenal front line. Even him, if he stays injury-free and continues on the path he's going, he's going to have a very good season. Really happy with how he played today and my man in the match. I move on to the bench. Robbo comes on. Like I said, it's not his fault. His pace is his pace. So he gets a 6. Even for the second goal, he was probably too high. He probably needs to be deeper behind Semenyo. That way Semenyo doesn't get a run on him. But he comes on 60th minute and he's okay. He's okay. But not great. Wasn't happy with the subs. Endo comes on. He gets a 7. He was in on the challenges. I said first goal, he was playing right back. It's not his fault, it's not his position. When he went into midfield, he was winning the ball, he was a bit better, and he helped us quite a bit on that. So he gets a 7. Joe Gomez comes on, does okay. He gets 6.5. Nothing he does stands out too much, but decent performance as he comes on. Jones also gets a 6.5. Comes on the 72nd minute with Joe Gomez, and not much you can say. Doesn't do anything bad, doesn't do anything great, just keeps it ticking and helps to restore the balance in midfield, if I'm being completely honest. And then Chiesa, the guy who's got the best song left now that Diaz is gone, gets a goal, really happy for him. He's now got a fellow countryman, Leone, that's coming, hopefully. I don't mind Chiesa staying. Some people want him to go. I want him to stay and be given minutes. Be happy if that happens. But yeah, that is my my play ratings for today. I will rate Slot, and I'll give Slot a 5. I think he really messed up our substitutions. Does a good job bringing on Chiesa instead of bringing on Elliott. Last season, probably would have brought Elliott instead of Chiesa. Brings on Chiesa because we've already taken off Ekitike. I was critical of him taking Ekitike off, but I've since watched his post-match and he said that Ekitike is not up to pace. The level of the football we're playing here and the speed of the football here is different to what he's used to. So it wasn't the same. But yeah, he gets a 5 for me. I'm expecting better in the next 2 games. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification button. Liverpool are back with 1-4-2, and we are top of the league. Long may that continue. Take it easy, guys. Peace out.